What's up, y'all? This be your boy Scotty, and you're watching my review of The Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 5, Reunion Part 3. I am so glad that this season is over, but let me tell y'all, this is my second time filming this damn video, and I'm so fucking annoyed by that. I'm filming it with my phone, and, my iPhone has a lot of stuff in it, so it stopped in the midst of me doing the video, so I had to go back and delete some shit so I could have me a full-length video. So fucking annoying, you know what I'm saying? So I had to delete a couple of things just so I could, free up some storage. But before I get into it, I hope I don't forget these people that I gave a shout out to when I did the video the first fucking time. I want to send a shout out to Jada Simone. She follows me on Twitter, and I think she follows me on Instagram as well. And she asked me to shout her out a couple of videos ago, but I never got a chance to do that, and I did, and it was the same with Yashi Swaggin. I want to send a special shout out to her as well. And also I want to send another shout out to Team Portia Stewart. They follow me on Twitter and they watch my videos and they know that I'm a supporter of Portia. And it is what it is. So I just want to send a shout out to them. They really support me. And, they try to help me. They try to help get the word out about me, which is cool with me. Anything to help me, I'm fine. But, they didn't even have to do that. So shout out to Team Portia Stewart. If you're watching this, shout out to y'all. Let me just get into this video, y'all. I am so fucking annoyed that I gotta go through this whole damn video all the way over again. But maybe I'll go in 10 times harder this time, right? Let me see how much time I done wasted already. Okay, even 2 minutes yet. Let me go ahead and finish this fucking video. I'm so mad. Anyway, the reunion starts off talking about Kandi and Ty's relationship. And I must say that Kandi is pretty much happy to me. She's the happiest she's ever been since AJ. I think that Ty completes her. I think that Kandi completes him. They short, just like Mimi said, and they need love. It's just nice to see Kandi happy. She's come a long way since she's been on the second season, and I just like to see her happy, and I just think that she deserves it. I mean, she had to sit there and watch AJ pass and all of that stuff, and to see her have a man that's good to her like Todd is pretty good to me. So I like that. And it was already in the cards because when she was in South Africa, they was like, the man that you will marry is with you all the time. And Todd was on the show, and you know what I'm saying? He was with her all the time because he was working on the show. So, that was pretty much weird and pretty much interesting to me. That shit makes me want to know where I'm gonna be in my life. But I might hear something I don't want to hear tonight. Hell no. But then they got into Nene's comments about Candy's ring, and Candy said it was a shallow comment, and it felt like, why would she like something like that, because it don't cost that much. And Nene was like, did I say that? And Candy said, well, it came off that way. She was like, oh, and Candy was like, yes. And I'm like, thank you, because Nene really need to start fronting. She know damn well that was a shallow ass comment, because she's pretty shallow now that she's Hollywood these days. That's what I'm saying. Nene full of shit. She need to stop pretending. Bitch, stop pretending. You full of shit. You know damn well you wouldn't want that damn ring just because it didn't cost that much. Since you on your Hollywood shit now. Like, girl, have a seat. Anyway, so then they talk about Candy's sex toys. Somebody sent in a question saying, why would Kandi have a sex toy line and talk about God at the same time? But this brings me back to the point that I made when I first did the video. People act like folks that go to church don't fuck. People act like women in the church pussy don't get wet and they don't get hungry for dick. That's all I'm saying. Motherfuckers really act like, why I can't stand religious people or people that's so sanctified that they can't see straight. Do y'all really believe that people don't fuck? Like, seriously, just because Kandi got a sex toy line, that don't mean that she can't say, I stay prayed up. I mean, who cares if she is working in the adult entertainment industry? I mean, if she want to sit up here and have bedroom Kandi and turn around and do a song with Marvin Sapp, she can do that. I mean, don't judge somebody based on what they fucking do. I mean, it's a business. She making money, bitch. I mean, are you really gonna judge somebody based off that? Like, a bitch making her money, and maybe she's staying prayed up because God taking her through everything. He's been giving her all of these blessings. So why can't she praise God for it? I mean, people kill me with this God shit. People kill me with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because she got a sex toy line, she don't have a right to pray or speak of the Lord. Like, girl, sit down, acting like people that's here for the Lord, don't fuck. Or want their damn sex life to be spiced up or something like that. That shit kills me. Like, have several fucking Superdome seats. So, Kenya and Walker's relationship is questioned once again, and most of the women up there do not believe that she had a relationship with Walter, and it was for play. And, it was pretty obvious that nobody believed it because even Nene was the first person to point out that they did not seem like they were in a relationship. And I honestly believe that they was not in a relationship. I mean, everything that Kenya has done since she's been on the show has been very much contrived, and it's hard to believe anything that she says or does because most of her actions is for attention. And I wouldn't be surprised if she brought Walter to the show for attention just to say she had a man. Because I just did not believe, you know what I'm saying, that you know, Walter would, if a man really is feeling you like that, you know what I'm saying, it would be more of a physical connection, and they did not have no physical connection. Like you saw Cordell hugging on Portia, you saw, Todd and Candy being, physically, even Nene and Greg. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like there was something wrong with their relationship. It didn't necessarily mean that he was gay, even though I still believe that he is, but it didn't mean that he was gay just because, he wasn't physical with her, but maybe it just was a disconnect. Maybe he just wasn't feeling her ass. If they wasn't faking it, he probably just wasn't feeling her. Who knows? So then that brings me to the bromance. They come out. Todd speaks on Candy. Basically, he says that he didn't give a damn what Marlo had to say. He knows his woman. He knows that she's not a sugar mama. That's just what it is. She takes care of her family. She do her, and that's just what it is. He spoke on Mama Joyce. He said he loved Mama Joyce, but he just don't feel like that their relationship is still fresh to be bringing in mamas and stuff to the house. They need to spend more time alone together, which is understandable for people that's only been in a relationship for like a year now. The guys speak on Walter. They basically have a high respect for him. I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, they were cool with him. You know what I'm saying? So I can't knock them for that. He was like, Walter not here. Peter was the main one. He was like, Walter ain't here to defend himself. And, they got questioned about, inviting him to all these places knowing that Kenya was going to be there. And Peter was like, I ain't friends with Kenya. I don't know Kenya like that. I was mainly around Peter. So, that's just mainly around Walter. We had a relationship. That's just what it is. Kenya started bringing up the fact that before Walter went to the radio station, he called Peter, Apollo, and Todd. And she was trying to make it seem like they put him up to it. But Peter put her ass on her place when he said, let me make this clear. We all told him not to do it. And then she brought in Phaedra saying that Phaedra had something to do with it. She brought Phaedra into it saying that she was going to represent him. Kenya, stop blaming everybody, bitch. Like, seriously. Stop blaming everybody. Stop playing the motherfucking victim. If you did pay that man to be on the show, then you did. If you didn't, you didn't. Stop blaming everybody. Because the shit that you do on the show make everybody believe that you a fake ass contrived bitch. Every move you make on this show is fucking contrived. That's all I'm saying. That's why it's hard for me to believe anything your ass do. Because everything you do is for show. So girl, sit down. Then it goes to Annie asking Apollo how he feels about Kenya. Apollo says that he really doesn't like Kenya like that. And then she was like, well, maybe you should stop texting me then and all of that. So it becomes a whole debate about, Kenya want to get with Apollo. And that brings me to another point that I did not make at first. Kenya talked about she didn't have sex with a convicted felon and she needed to get Phaedra needed to get an AIDS test. And that's the type of shit I'm saying. She talk about everybody else going below the belt. Bitch, that was below the belt too. Because when somebody go below the belt on your ass, you want to cry and say, you cut me to the white meat. You assassinated my character. But yeah, you talked about this woman's husband all because he was in jail and you said she needed to get an AIDS test? Really, bitch? But you was the main bitch that was all up on this woman's husband. Apollo. He's kind of fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, sit your motherfucking ass down. Like, you are... really, bitch, you kill me. You really do kill me, and I just don't like you, and I just think that you a fake, contrived ass bitch. Everything about you is fake and contrived, and you really need to have a seat. Stop trying to go in on somebody else's husband. And I really believe that you was trying to fuck Apollo, and I believe that Apollo was trying to fuck you, so I don't think that Apollo was innocent in the situation. I believe y'all both want to fuck each other while you're sitting up here trying to front. Both y'all trying to front. But whatever, Kenya, like, this whole reunion just wasn't your friend at all. Then everybody talked about Portia and her marriage. Everybody felt like Cordell was not a support system to Portia, and he really wasn't. And I just really feel like Cordell was very much controlling. He acted like he was her fucking daddy. He acted like it was the 1910s, where the man was the most dominant one. But this is another time and another day and another age. Portia is a grown ass woman. She can do for herself. She needs to have her own independence instead of, trying to, worry about your ass living off of you. And it shows now that Portia deserves better. She deserves a man that wants to be with her. I feel like Portia a bad bitch. She can get a man, any man that she wants to. She deserves so much better than the queen who wants to be like her and dress up in her clothes and wear the hair that she wears. That's just what I think. I think that she deserves so much better than Cordelia. And it was very sad to see her making that speech, on that stage, not knowing what was coming for her the week after that. And let me make this clear. The week before this was filmed, the week before the divorce came out, before she even found out about the divorce. And I saw later on What Happens Live that, she didn't even know that he was filing divorce. She had to find that shit out on Twitter. And that was some fucked up ass shit. And to see her going on this show defending this man and trying to defend their marriage and trying to be a good wife and hold her man down, not even knowing that the week after that she would be faced with a divorce, to be blindsided by that. I feel bad for Portia. I honestly do feel bad for her. She was really trying to convince herself that this marriage was for her and that her husband was a support